If you've just started a business, one of your first questions may be, should you incorporate your business or not? My name is Andrew Ayers. I'm a lawyer who works with businesses and families to protect their legacies through planning. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about sole proprietorships versus incorporating your business and some things you want to consider about which is the best for you. As a general idea, the real question is, how official or not official are you looking for your business to be? That's not to say that a sole proprietorship isn't an official business. It absolutely is. But when you incorporate your business, you're going to create significant other advantages and disadvantages that you don't get by being sole proprietorship. So what are we talking about? A sole proprietorship is you've opened up your business, you're operating your business, you don't have any separate filings, you don't have a separate business. You may not even have a separate business account, although you probably should. You'd be amazed how many of my clients come to me in just this situation. A lot of times they've created a side hustle, a business they're doing outside their normal work hours, and it's now starting to take off, and they want to know what is their next step. So a sole proprietorship has 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages for you to consider. The first advantage is there's no paperwork. You can just operate your business, get it set up. The second, there's no annual filings with your state. And the third, there's no extra tax returns. So if you've been doing your own taxes at home, you've been working on TurboTax, you're all set to go. However, there are disadvantages. First one being is you don't have liability protection. If something goes wrong with your business, somebody is suing you individually, not the business. It's hard to get financing or credit if you are a sole proprietorship versus being an incorporated business. And you're unable to take care of certain tax advantages, like an S Corp or a C Corp election, if you are a sole proprietorship. Now, the other end of the spectrum has a lot of different options for you. You can be a corporation, you can be an LLC, a limited liability company, you can be a professional company, you can be a partnership. All of these are forms of incorporated businesses. In these businesses, the advantages are you usually have liability protection. So if somebody is going to sue your business, they're suing you. Your personal assets are not on the line. It's also easier to get financing and business credit. You have a separate company, you have an entity with a tax ID number, it's easier to work with banks. And third, there's tax elections, like I just talked about, S Corps and C Corps, that can save you on taxes, and there can be benefits for how you receive income from your company. Now, incorporating does also have its disadvantages. First of all, there's a lot of additional paperwork to start. A lot more, at least than a sole proprietorship, which has no paperwork. Second, you're going to have annual filings. So in most states, you're going to have an annual filing. You may even have an annual meeting requirement. Third, you may have local taxes that are taxed only on businesses that wouldn't be on an individual. And finally, it's more complicated to file tax returns when you have an incorporated business versus a sole proprietorship. You'll have your personal tax returns you have to do, and you're going to have your business tax returns you have to do. Now, I can't answer for you, because you're just watching a video, which you should choose. However, think about both of these as options when you're starting up your business. Many people will start as a sole proprietorship, and that's perfectly fine. They operate for years and everything's going great, but maybe they take that next step. Now they're bringing on more employees, they have more complicated finances, and then is the time to incorporate their business. Whenever you get to that step, there's 2 ways you can try to do this. First, you can try to do it all yourself. You can find some website, fill in some forms, they'll mail merge your information in, and hopefully they get it done right. The second way to do it is the smarter way to do it. Work with a professional. Talk to your accountant about what kind of company you should set up, what kind of tax elections are available to you. Work with an attorney who helps to set up businesses. They'll get your operating agreements in line, they'll get your filings correct. If you have contracts that need to be done, like employment agreements, that attorney can help you and be an invaluable resource for you as your business grows. If you need to speak to an attorney about getting your company set up, go to andrewmayers.com. There's a red button that says schedule a consultation on the front page. Click that, you're taken to my personal calendar where we can set up a complimentary legal strategy session to discuss what is the best option for you and your business. You can go the sole proprietorship route, you can go the incorporation route. Whichever you choose, I suggest you speak to a professional who can help you make the right choice for you and your business.